Hello, this is Mr. Hornby 83, and this is the Mr. Hornby 83 show, and today marks the first day of X-Men month for this channel. I'll be putting out a good number of X-Men content. It's not going to be totally like with Batman month, where every video I did last month was pretty much Batman video. I'm going to spread out some things. It's going to be like the main, usually Thursday videos that I'll be doing the X-Men stuff. But today, because yesterday marked a month away from X-Men Dark Phoenix coming out, also marked a month away from when my birthday is. Because my birthday is the same day that X-Men Dark Phoenix comes out, so burning up in this house. So I'm going to do a little bit of predictions in this video of X-Men Dark Phoenix. What might happen in the movie, what might not happen in the movie, what may, what characters might be characters we've been wanting to see in the X-Men franchise for a while but haven't got to see yet. Ton of other things. Alright, so first off, let's talk about predictions of the villain. Now, yeah, it's mainly going to be Jean Grey as pretty much kind of villain as the Dark Phoenix. Well, the Phoenix Force is going to make her the villain. But there might be a sub-villain that's manipulating behind the scenes for all this. And it may be a member of the Hellfire Club, or it could be another character we've been waiting for. That was teased at the end of the last movie, which is Mr. Sinister. Now, I don't think it's going to be Sebastian Shaw. He got killed in First Class. Unless they pull some kind of Palpatine stuff or whatever. But, yes, I have seen a new Star Wars trailer. But, let's say pull some kind of Palpatine thing. I don't think we're going to see Sebastian Shaw back. It'd be nice to see Kevin Bacon play Sebastian Shaw again, but he got killed off in the first X movie. Of this, of this set of X-Men movies. So it'll probably be Mastermind. He may be the villain behind it. He may be the one disguised as a lady that keeps talking to Jean Grey. Or maybe it's a hollow protection that is making Jean think that it's somebody that relates to her and that's a friend of hers and everything. The next villain I think it could be is Mr. Sinister. Maybe Mr. Sinister runs the Hellfire Club and he sent this lady to convince Jean to unleash the power to Phoenix so that he can try to take control of it, because I wouldn't put it past them to make, in the movies, to make Mr. Sinister only focus on Jean Grey. Usually he focuses on Cyclops and Jean Grey, but just focusing on Jean Grey, I think that's a possibility. Also, maybe it's Apocalypse. Now, this one's far-fetched because we saw what happened to Apocalypse in the last X-Men movie. Now, unless he reincarnated himself somehow, but I doubt it, because the way Jean just blew him to pieces in the last movie, there's no way he could be reincarnated. But you never know, Psylocke might have came back after, Apocalypse was destroyed, found a piece of Apocalypse, took it to a certain spot, and had, had Apocalypse resurrected. You never know. And they may not even keep to the continuity of the movie anyway. Look at how they've done the continuity in all the other X movies. They haven't really stuck to it. But I doubt it's Apocalypse. That's just a far-fetched idea I threw out there. Maybe it's some kind of other shapeshifter that works for the Hellfire Club, because we all know what's going to happen to Mystique, which I'll talk about that when I talk about who who I think's gonna die in this X-Men movie and how they're gonna stop Jean. So maybe it's some kind of shape-shifting mutant that works for, you know, Mastermind or freaking or Mr. Sinister or something like that. But maybe, you know what, here's one. Maybe that lady is Morph from the future. We have not seen Morph in the movies. And it could be Morph. But we'll have to wait and see. I think he was called something else in the comics. I mean, I know he wasn't that important of a character in the comics, but in the cartoon, the 90s one, he was an important character. So maybe it's him. Disguised as like a future Jean Grey and tells her and giving her all this advice to, you know, it could be somebody like the Shadow King or something using some kind of astral plane fake character or whatever. Or maybe the Shadow King took over somebody's body. But who knows? Because really the Shadow King is really a big part of Legion, which I'll be doing a prediction on Legion Season 3 tomorrow or Friday. But they will be done either tomorrow or Friday. It's not going to be like last week where I did ranking the Batman movies from worst to best, and then I went ahead and waited till Saturday to do the freaking Batman Returns review. But anyway, so that's who I think this lady might be that, you know, keeps talking to Jean and convincing her to do things and all that. Now let's get to who I think is going to die in this. Now we already know that Mystique is for sure being killed off, thank God. J-Lo's Mystique sucked. Or, not J-Lo, J-Lore. J-Lore's Mystique sucked. I thought Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique was like the worst part of the whole First Class trilogy. I mean, she never really stayed in the Mystique disguise. She did a lot in X-Men Days of Future Past, but even then, you still seen her a lot more as Jennifer Lawrence. For all the other X movies, she's like pretty much not in her makeup or whatever. Rebecca Romijn, through all of the original trilogy, was Mystique until she got shot with the cure and lost her mutant powers. So, you know, that's just stupid that Jennifer Lawrence can't do what frickin' Rebecca Romijn did. So yeah, we know Mystique's dying. I also think there's a slight possibility, I say slight, I think there's a slight possibility Magneto dies in this movie. I think they kill off Fassbender's version of Magneto, and, you know, because he's pretty much, he's been Magneto in all four of these movies, and pretty much X-Men Apocalypse, he was really kind of useless. And him being a part of Four Horsemen kind of took away from Magneto, really took him being a part of Four Horsemen, really took away from Apocalypse. It's like, oh, Magneto's a part of the Four Horsemen. And honestly, had it been a situation where, had they did X-Men Apocalypse better in certain ways, I still think it's a good movie, but had they done certain things differently in Apocalypse that led to Magneto just turning on Apocalypse, I think that would have been something special. Alright, also, apparently, looks like Quicksilver might die too, so maybe Quicksilver dies as well. I think they'll kill off some of the minor characters that really haven't been used in any of these X-Men movies. I mean, they killed off Havoc in the last one, pretty much. Which I thought was lame. I wouldn't be surprised if Xavier dies in this movie again, like he did in Last Stand. But I don't think they'll do that again. They want to kind of make up for the mistakes they made with Last Stand. But so far, with the way the production of the movie looks and that, it don't look like it had a good budget behind it. You don't even get the suit you see at the end of the last movie. Maybe it was just Fox just throwing in the towel because they're like, screw this, Disney's buying us anyway. These characters going back to Marvel, maybe Marvel will do them justice, who knows. Let's see. Cyclops may die again in this movie, but this time his death will mean something. It won't be meaningless like it was in Last Stand. Cyclops may have to be the only one that can kill Jean. And in killing Jean, he killed himself too. So there's a possibility we might see Cyclops die again. And plus, dude that played Cyclops really hit big with Ready Player One. So I'm pretty sure they may make a part 2 of the Ready Player One. I haven't heard anything about a possible sequel to it, but you never know. And I think if Cyclops does die in killing Jean, then Storm takes over as leader of the X-Men. Who knows? Something else I think we may see is a possibility that somehow the Shi'ar get involved somehow in this movie, and they're the ones that stop Jean. Who knows? Oh, the Phoenix Force. Who knows? Because anything's possible. Maybe we'll see Deadpool help stop them. Who knows? I doubt it, but you never know. What else? Well, we get some kind of showing of the X-Force. Maybe the next X movies will be X-Force, and maybe Marvel will work on the X-Force movie. But who knows? So either Shi'ar is going to get involved, or Cyclops sacrifices himself to kill Jean. Either way it goes, somebody's going to have to take Jean down. So Jean may die as well. We'll just have to wait and see when the movie comes out June 7th. Now, that's pretty much all the synopsis I got, all the predictions I got for it. I got one last prediction, and that is the end credit scene. And no, we don't want no Exit Corp suitcase shown this time. We actually want to see Mr. Sinister. End credit scene has to show Mr. Sinister. Or if Apocalypse did somehow survive, show Apocalypse or something. Give us an end credit scene that shows something. Maybe another thing too that could stop Jean is Xavier. Xavier could probably be the one that dies and sacrifices himself, because his mind, him and Jean have an astral plane fight, and he has to just take her down in the astral plane, and he uses Cerebral to help, and he kills himself, but he saves Jean from the Phoenix Force. That could be something too, but the end credit scene has to actually show Mr. Sinister. We don't want no Exit Corp tease. And if there is, they could do an end credit where it's like, oh, Havoc isn't dead. Sinister found him, and he's gonna do what he did with Morph in the animated show. Pretty much, those are pretty much my predictions for X-Men Dark Phoenix. There's going to be some deaths. It's either going to be Cyclops or frickin' Xavier that sacrifices himself to stop Jean. Unless they do get the Shi'ar involved. Which, I don't know how they'd be able to do that. There also could be a possibility that even though Xavier contains the Phoenix Force, Lilandra and the Shi'ar still come to Earth to stop her. So, you know, who knows what we'll get with this. We'll have to wait and see. June 7th when it comes out. Following week I'll be going to my sister's wedding, my sister Kristen. Then a couple days after that, going and seeing Shaft, the new Shaft movie with my dad. Alright, so this is my first video for X-Men month. My predictions on X-Men Dark Phoenix. I will talk about my predictions for Legion Season 3 because that comes out in June as well. Which is ties in pretty nicely that it's coming out in June. Because X-Men Dark Phoenix will be out probably when it comes on. I'm thinking maybe the 12th or something. But then again, it's going to be competing with Legion again. Or, not Legion, Krypton. Now, Krypton, I believe, comes on at 9. And Legion comes on at 10, so I'll still be able to watch both shows. But, or if not, I can watch one, record the other. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with X-Men Dark Phoenix. Like I said, Legion Season 3 predictions will be this. Will be either tomorrow or Friday. I'll be doing those. Now, Sunday's Mother's Day. So I'm going to kind of do a Mother's Day special. Also probably going to pull up, because you've seen the video I did last year about my mom, what happened last year. I'm probably going to go find the video where, you know, me and her did a Mother's Day special together. I believe it was my second one. And I'm probably going to put it in a playlist with the tribute video to her that I did last year. So, I'll be putting that up. But I will also be doing a Mother's Day special. I'll be wishing a lot of the mothers Happy Mother's Day. But I'm not only just going to be talking about Mother's Day on that special. I'm going to be talking about some anime stuff. And I know Anime Month is 2 months away. But I'm going to be talking about a couple anime things like when is Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 coming on Toonami? When is, I'm going to talk about how I was disappointed in the end of the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. Going to talk about the most recent episodes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. By then, I had already watched the one the night before, because now it's no longer on. Later, it's back on at 1, so I can watch it at 1. I'm also going to talk about, are we even going to see Tokyo Ghoul Part 2 in America in English? And are we even going to see One Punch Man Season 2 in English? So I'll be doing it, but it's mostly going to be focused on Mother's Day. Those, I'll be talking about those and, you know, well, actually, I'll be doing Mother's Day shout-outs. Like, first shout-out I do will probably be my wife. I know it might be my mom, then my wife, then my sisters, because they're both mothers. My cousin Chrissy, my sister-in-law. You know, a bunch of family members of me. Also, people that aren't family members that I'm close friends with, that are mothers as well. Or mothers of friends of mine. I don't know. But yeah. So, and then next week I'll be ranking X-Men shows and X-Men movies from worst to best. Or no, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll rank the shows next week, then the movies the week after. I'll do the anime video probably next week. I'll save that for next week, give it its own video so I can have Mother's Day just be a special video for Mother's Day. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm also, if I can, I'm going to try to live stream X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse, where I'm going to be finishing out the game. I got Sinister and Beast to go up against, and you fight them together. And then I got Apocalypse to go up against. Also, I'll be right back in a sec. Hopefully it stays as I go. 20 minutes. Yeah. Also, went to Comic the Games the other day. Picked up some comics. These are older comics. They were in their dollar bin. I believe it's the first time he meets that freaking, I don't know the villain's name, but the guy with the gun. The guy that originally killed him, he meets him for the first time in Spawn. And those two go together. But I'm going to be reviewing all 4 of these comics. Especially these two, because they're both X comics. The Legion one. And the Rise of Apocalypse. The Origin of Apocalypse. I was shocked to find this. Because I went there the other day. But I'm going to read them and review them. But I went there the other day. I was looking for an old Spider-Man arc that I read as a teenager. It was, I think I read the first 2 issues, but I didn't get to read the rest of it. It's where it came out in the mid-90s. Carnage takes over Spider-Man's body, which they did implement in the cartoon. But Carnage took over Spider-Man's body, and I didn't get to read the rest. Now, somebody told me that Venom, went on a rampage and almost killed Spider-Man while ripping Carnage out of him or whatever, but can't remember. But yeah, but I'm especially going to be doing these two because they're both X comics. This is X-Men month, and I was shocked to find this. I thought it'd be more than that. And this is Legion Quest 2. So I'll be reading these and reviewing them. But yeah. That'll do it for this one. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on my Twitter page at Mr. Hornsby83, and go on Facebook, look up Trigen Toys, and like my Trigen Toys page. I've already put up a video I posted about we're going back to Richwood Flea Market June 1st and 2nd. And yeah, you know, last year I didn't advertise Trigen too well on YouTube and that. I advertise it on Facebook a lot. But I'm going to advertise it a lot more this year because I really want to get my business up and going. But yeah. Let me know what your predictions for X-Men Dark Phoenix is. Do you feel the same way I feel? Do you think it's going to be either Xavier or Cyclops sacrificing herself to save Jean? Or what? But let me know in the comments below. I'll catch you guys later and peace out.